Good morning, everybody.
Hey guys, check out that undercast on the top of the Ohio River.
That's cool.
Hey, hun.
Yes?
What do cemeteries, caves, Fritos, birthdays, floating butterflies, and chicken all have in common with each other?
They're all across the river over there in Kentucky?
Yes, they are, and that's where we're headed today. So let's get going.
Cool.
Here comes everyone, a brand new state for Cheryl and I. Welcome to Kentucky, everyone. Woohoo! Welcome to Cave Hill Cemetery. I wonder if they have a cave here. Now look, if you visit here, be sure to get one of these maps at the front gate. I mean, look at it. This place is huge. Oh, and spoiler alert, see the green and yellow lines? They lead to the two main celebrities that reside here.
Let's go.
If you do happen to get lost while you are here in the cemetery, just keep driving around till you find this road that has a solid white line in the middle of it. It connects the two entrances together, so you'll be able to get yourself back out. Just to give you a little bit of information on Cave Hill Cemetery, there is 5 lakes located on this property. This place is almost like a park. And there's plenty of waterfowl too, as you can see, and they are not afraid of us at all. Hi, how are you? Is that a fact? What's going on, huh? This land used to be William Johnston's farm, and he named it Cave Hill because, well, there was a cave on a hill with a stream running from it that used to feed Bear Grass Creek. We will go and find that cave before we leave here today. Hey, check out the hairdo on these two.
And these are crested ducks. I love the ones with hairdo.
Now, Cave Hill Cemetery was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1979. And the National Cemetery that's located in the northwest corner, right here in this cemetery, it was placed on the list in 1998. That cemetery is the final resting place for soldiers dating back to the Civil War. That lake you are looking at there is fed by the spring that we're standing in front of. As you follow the spring, it leads to one of our favorite things. Yeah, that is a cave. Cave Hill Spring. The spring is actually coming out of there. The cave's 246 feet deep. You can actually go in there in an upright position for 98 feet. The next 131 feet, you'd have to be on your stomach. And then the remaining 17 feet after that is just too narrow to explore. There are 7 passages off of each side. They go about 15 or 20 feet. Trust me, it's killing me that we can't go in there. Visitors are not allowed. Oh, there's also a colony of bats that live in there, so.
We will let them be.
Let them be, but that is cool.
It is.
Another cool thing about Cave Hill Cemetery is they refer to themselves as an outdoor museum.
Yes, they say they have hundreds of exquisite works of monumental art.
Yeah, we pretty much have to agree with them. Just take a look at some of the ones we found.
Including Jack the dog, who will forever overlook his master's final resting spot. But our main reason for coming here today was to visit the celebrities, some of whom you may or may not know.
Yeah, let's see how many you know. Ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you Mr. Magic, also known as Harry Collins. Now, Harry and I have a couple of things in common. We both served in the United States Marine Corps, and we both have a connection to Frito-Lay. Harry was their official corporate magician, and I just love their barbecue corn chips that I can't seem to find anymore anywhere. And I'm not talking about those twists either. Okay, maybe that's not really considered a connection.
Maybe not.
Anyway, Harry used to tour around the world entertaining while promoting the Frito-Lay products. And instead of saying the usual abracadabra while performing feats of magic, Harry would say, Frito-Lay!
Frito-Lay!
Hey, hun, you know what I'm thinking?
What's that?
Maybe the next time I'm in a chip aisle at a store, I should just say Frito-Lay and see if the barbecue corn chips just magically appear.
Okay, you try that.
Happy birthday.
You know it's not my birthday, right?
Oh, no, I know. But Patti Smith Hill, she was a composer and a teacher, and she actually wrote that song.
You should be careful, because you know it's copywritten until 2030.
No, I didn't. The next celebrity is the Louisville Lip. Anyone know who we're talking about? He was also the greatest athlete of the 20th century, according to Sports Illustrated.
We are here to pay tribute to Muhammad Ali.
You don't even have to follow boxing to know who he was.
Remember the green line on the map? Just follow it to get here. If you were to follow the yellow line on the map, you would end up at our last celebrity that we want to visit today.
All right, who likes chicken? Or should we say, who likes KFC? Here we have Colonel Harlan Sanders. And just so you know, he wasn't a military colonel. He was a Kentucky colonel, which is the highest honor bestowed in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and the honor was given to him by the governor. Now, he sold KFC in 1964 for $2 million, but he stayed on as a spokesperson for $40,000 a year. All right, and with that being said, it is time to end our visit here in Cave Hill Cemetery and go get some lunch before our next adventure.
Come on, where did you think we were gonna go for lunch? Today's adventure continues at Mega Caverns, where everything appears to be mega.
Now, Cheryl and I usually don't come to places like this, but this one piqued our interest. And if you've been following us for a while on this channel and our We Are Mud Fun YouTube channel, then you know that we like going into caves, mines, etc., but they're usually abandoned and free. This one, though, is a mega tourist attraction, so bring your money, because the only thing free here is the parking.
Yep.
The first mega attraction that you'll come across is Mega Quest. It's the only underground aerial rope challenge course in the world. And just a heads up, it's located next to the ticket counter for all of the attractions.
So if you're gonna bring the kiddos and you're not planning on doing the course, make sure they know that, because once they see it, I guarantee they're going to beg you to do it, because I will.
And at the end of that course, they have a small zip line, and I guess it's to entice you to try their Mega Zip. It was introduced in 2011. Cheryl and I decided that we would take the Mega Tram tour, so while we were waiting, we got a chance to see the Mega e-bike attraction. This was brought in 2016. You tour the cavern on electric bikes. That means hardly any pedaling. All right, everyone, due to the echo in the cavern and the echo coming from the tram speakers, the audio is, well, pretty much unusable.
It was awful.
Yeah. Hey, fear not, though. Allow Cheryl and I to be your tour guides. Now, we chose to take the Mega Tram, which started in 2009. It was the first mega attraction here. You get a tour of the underground cavern in a tram pulled by a Jeep Wrangler. Now, the tour is about an hour 10, hour 20 minutes long, and the tour guide will give you history along with other information as you drive throughout the cavern. And off to the left is Mega Bike. It's an underground bike park. 320,000 square feet of jumps, slaloms, BMX single track. Oh, wait a minute, it was. It's closed now. It's being redesigned for next year. Now, in case you're wondering just how big Mega Cavern is, well, it covers 100 acres, there is 17 miles of corridors, and it contains over 4 million square feet. Yeah, 4 million square feet, and it's all underground.
So what's on top of the caverns?
About 10 lanes of the Watterson Expressway, which is also known as Interstate 264. Yeah, that's a highway. And 70% of the Louisville Zoo is built on top. And in case you're wondering what's preventing them from just crashing on down through the ceiling, well, how about 223 pillars? I mean, check out this map. Every square is a pillar. That's what's keeping it up.
And also, it's the hardest limestone in the world. And that makes the Mega Caverns the safest place you could be in the United States.
Yeah, not only that, but it qualifies as a building. And it means this is the largest building in Kentucky.
Cool.
It originally started out as a Louisville crushed stone company, and it was founded by a gentleman named Ralph Rogers in the early 30s. Now, you gotta remember, that was the time of the Great Depression era, and the government was trying to get people back to work by having them build highways and roadways, and limestone was a material that was needed to do that, and Ralph filled that need. And the company remained in business until around 1972.
This is the time of year that they start preparing the lights for Under Louisville. Each Christmas, the cavern becomes a Christmas cavern that you can drive through with your own vehicle. It features over 850 lit characters with over 3 million lights. 3 million lights. Can you imagine tracing all those lights to look for the one causing the outage?
No, we have enough trouble when we trace the lights on our Christmas tree. All right, now just a tip, if you take the Mega Tram, don't sit in the rear tram car, because the guide's going to be pointing things out along the way with his flashlight, and you just can't see them from where you are. So some of us, their minds just wandered.
Well, I was wondering where the water came from, and I had a flashlight.
Yeah, you could hear water pouring, and so Cheryl investigated. The thing was, we had other people in the car who couldn't hear the guide either, or see what he was pointing at, so they became interested in what Cheryl was pointing the flashlight at. Of course, then the tour guide noticed that his flashlight wasn't the only one on. Check it out.
See that? That's the magic light. See what the magic light is pointing to? A hole in the wall. Water drips through there. You're 106 feet underground, water finds the lowest.
All right, what you're looking at right here is a replica of a Cuban Missile Crisis bunker. Yes, the cavern was a huge civil defense shelter if it was going to be needed during the Cold War. They had enough supplies down here to run a hospital. They had enough rations down here to take care of 50,000 people. Now, Louisville had 750,000 people, so not everybody was getting invited. I didn't say are invited. You needed to be on a secret list, which included the governor, the soldiers from Fort Knox, obviously to protect the governor.
Probably.
Important people. See, we didn't get ours.
No, we didn't.
And supposedly, Colonel Sanders. Yeah, we just saw his grave. Yeah, he was on that list too, because everybody knows that after a nuclear holocaust, the first thing you want is some KFC.
I'll agree with that. Now, if you're driving through Louisville, Kentucky, and it gets icy out, not to worry, because there's a ton of this rock salt down here, and this is only the backup supply.
Now, you're probably wondering how all this stuff got in here when the last business closed in 1972. Well, it remained empty for a long time, till 1989, as a matter of fact, when private investors saw a potential here. They started a company called Louisville Underground, LLC, and they were going to provide safe and secure storage. And it just kind of blossomed from there. Today, there are 18 businesses that operate out of here, and what is it now, 5 mega attractions?
6 seasonally. Don't forget about Christmas.
Oh, yeah. The Cavern is weatherproof and earthquake-proof, so it's a great place to store stuff, too, that you don't really need to worry too much about, such as your RV, boats, cars, wine. Hey, you could bring your box of wine down here and store it. Museum artifacts, Hollywood movie prints. These are just some of the things we were told that was stored down here. They also said there's stuff that is stored here that they can't tell us what it is. And
big secret.
Yeah, if they can't tell me, I don't want to know. But the beauty is, you put your RV here, or your boat, or really anything, you don't have to winterize it.
Nope.
Because it's a constant 58 degrees year-round.
Hey, check out that FedEx truck coming through.
Wow, it gives you an idea of just how big it is down here. Now, as we come to the end of the tour, Sarah and I would like to thank you for coming on our tour with us. And please, remain seated until the tram comes to a complete stop.
Have a great day. And just a little bit different from this morning, you can actually see the river now.
All right, guys, that is our Kentucky adventure. Now, we just wanted to say that when we planned this, we decided we'd stay a little longer here just so we could do that on a Monday. Mm-hmm. Just because people would be working, kids would be in school, and it wouldn't be overly crowded. Well, the Mega Cavern anyway, we weren't really expecting the cemetery to be overly busy. Of course, there was more people there than I thought.
Yeah.
Tourists,
yeah.
Coming in just to see Colonel Sanders and Muhammad. But anywho, so we planned it for a Monday. And the one thing that we found out by making that plan is we need a calendar.
Yes, we definitely do.
Maggie needs a calendar because it was a Monday, but it was also Columbus Day.
And we were not thinking holidays.
Nope. Ever since we stopped working, we do not think about holidays anymore, and I think that we should probably stop thinking about them. Mm-hmm. So anyway, we were hoping to have like 3-4 people on the tram with us, if that. Yeah, the tram holds 66. We had probably about 62.
It's pretty close to capacity.
It was nuts. Oh, and again, a tip, make sure, get in the front tram. You're not going to hear a whole lot of what's going on.
Yeah, there were certain sections where you couldn't even understand what he was saying. Nope. And then we turned the video camera, you could hear him, you couldn't hear him. It was a mess.
Well, the biggest thing was we took the last seat in the tram. So this is the last seat of the tram. Speaker was right here. Cheryl's sitting right here trying to film. So between the echo, like we said, and that speaker, oh, it was terrible. Mm-hmm. It was really terrible. Of course, it was good that the time you got in trouble, you could sort of make out what the guy was saying.
That was funny. The magic light.
But anyway, the website says that the tram will stop at a worm recycling and tasting room.
Yeah, it didn't. At least not our tour. They didn't even mention it. But it does say it on the website. Yeah, so I don't know if they've stopped doing that, or maybe our tour guide just forgot because he got mad that Cheryl was trying to steal the show. Maybe I got in trouble. Anyway, not that we would eat a worm. But again, we had like 62 people on that tram. Somebody may have done that, and that would have made some really cool video. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, that being said, we are leaving here tomorrow. Horseshoe Bend Campground, people. Love this campground. We will be back. We are headed to Geneva, Ohio,
we are going back to Willow Lake Campground, which we did a review on it. The eye that just popped up will show you what that campground's all about, because I can't see doing it again when we get up there.
No.
And we're going to see if there's anything around there that could be of interest, because the last time we were there, we went and did the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Again, the eye. If you're curious about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Just keep clicking.
Yeah, just keep clicking. And just so you know, due to copyright laws, we had to take all the music that was playing out and put in other music. So, that being said, though, we're leaving. Yeah, we're leaving here tomorrow. That's pretty much just that being said.
Yep.
Cheryl has taken over the blog. So if you want to see how my little girl here writes, it's GetGonewithUS.com. Other than that, if you like what you saw, we'd appreciate that thumbs up as always. And don't forget, right down there in the corner, if you want to become part of the Get Gone With Us gang, just click that button right there. Feel free to share this video and comment on it.
Right down below.
Because until we do another one, I'm Chuck.
And I'm Cheryl.
We're Get Gone With Us. See ya.
Bye.